Well, hi and welcome to my shop. Thanks so much for spending some time with me here. So I've reached an interesting point with this radio. What I expect is going to be interesting. We will see. I'm going to do a little recap on the situation again for my own benefit and just before we get going here. So, what I'm going to be doing this morning is finding out if the IF transformer I messed around with for the last few days works properly or not. So it's back in, it's wired up, radio's working. So all we're going to do is pump a 455 or something in that range through the radio. Here's the connection point, this capacitor sticking out here. This capacitor is hooked up to the grid of the IF tube. So the output of the IF tube, which will mimic whatever I feed in here, will go through that coil sans hands. That's my French. Isn't that terrible? I'm Canadian. That's my French. No hands on it. So I've restored this back to the way it was. The one difference, and it's a significant difference, is I've changed all the small components around, all the original small components around the transformer on the outside in the circuitry of the radio. Should that have any bearing on this? I don't think so. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed that signal in there. I'm going to change the frequency up and down a little bit. We're going to see where it peaks. See where it peaks. I need a voltmeter going here to see that. And we'll see what frequency it peaks at. Then I will attempt to turn the adjustments and force it to where it should be, which is resonating at 455 kilohertz. Now I want to hook this up to the voltmeter lead from the voltmeter over here. Put it on DC negative. Now I got to find the right spot in this radio to hook this up. So I want to hook this up after the detector. After the detector, right in here. What about the top of the volume control trick? So see, the audio comes out here. Down, goes up. This is that push button set. There's a phono input here. Direction of push button, yeah. And then goes back and goes in here, top of the volume control. So I could watch for DC at the top of the volume control. Because it's grounded here. Let's try that first. That's easy, I think. First thing I gotta do is I gotta figure out, okay, who's the volume control again? Yeah, so I left this one paper capacitor. I still haven't got to it yet. That's the tone control. Volume control. Tricky business getting up in there. I've done this once before. So the shielded cable, did I show it shielded? Right here, here. Shielded enough, I'm just looking for an easy place to make a clip lead connection. That's what I'm doing. Okay, so here's a shielded cable coming right from the coil in question. Well, actually it's coming from a spare terminal on the coil in question. Going over to the switching cable socket. So that's got to be this feed here, coming down here. So I think there would be DC on there, wouldn't there? All the way down here. Sure. Let's try it. It's easy. So it looks like I'm hooking up to the transformer I was working on, but it's not. I'm just hooking up to two spare terminals that happen to be up there. So that's a voltmeter, 15 volts full scale. Negative reading will drive it upscale. And then we're ready with the signal generator here. Signal's gonna go like that. And bingo, got a capacitor for isolation. we're all set. Everything is stable. This frequency generator is going at 431 right now. So just checking to make sure, because stuff is hanging over here badly. There's something really not very good here. So the AM antenna leads all need to be replaced, so there could be shorts in them. I don't know. I don't see any, but everything else is hanging around just fine. Okay, volume down. Tone down too, why not? Power on. Dim bulbs doing the right thing, they're doing nothing. Now usually they just glow a little wee bit. There they go. So it must be the first time I've had this on today. A little slower to warm up. So it seems. Everything seems good. Full power here. Full volume please. A little more volume. Volume. Pretty darn quiet. Okay, volume down. What band are we on? AM band. Well, that's what you expect right there. So there can be lots of other problems, and not the least of which is this IF could be so far out the radio just can't function properly. The signal's not making it through it. So now we'll pump in the IF frequency here. Let me just turn down my just change the view a little bit. Turn this down a little further. It's a pretty low level signal now. Show me something. Up. Tune. Up. Tune. Oh, come on, man. Am I doing something wrong here? I don't think so. Up one more. Tune. Did I not turn the rate? Maybe I didn't turn the volume up on the radio. Full. Tone's full. Come on, man. I skipped the first step where you make sure the radio's generally working. Okay, what has gone wrong here? Could it be this connection has silenced the radio? Let's just see. I made some kind of mistake. Doesn't seem like it. Can't imagine a capacitor sticking out is going to silence this radio. Okay. How can it be? I'm feeding a strong signal at 450 right into the IF. This coil is so bad, nothing is getting through it. That just doesn't seem possible. I have the coil adjustments roughly neutral. Wow. So let's bring the signal tracer on here. This is a good job for the signal tracer. So we'll set it up to receive the IF frequency. Somewhere, just go right around 450. And we'll switch this to 450 roughly. And we'll find out how far this signal I'm injecting is going. Just getting close. Oops. Okay, a little too close. So it's just pouring off this. I'm going to turn it down. Okay. Now, if we actually touch it. Lovely. Other side. How could not be there? Okay, green wire going to the grid of this tube should produce an output on the plate. The plate is right here. Look at that. I can't even get close. Okay, so this might be a little loud. I'll turn it down here. Beautiful signal right there, as expected. Not distorted or anything. Very powerful. Now, is it getting into the coil? Other end of the same wire. Other end of that coil. Now you shouldn't hear it here. You hear nothing. So there's a perfect signal here. Now coming on the output. Okay, so the big pop. No, I had the volume down. Okay, so that's one side of the output coil. Here's the other side. Huh. So what's going on to the next tube? So then it gets to the next tube on this green wire. It's a little tight in here. When it comes out of the next tube, I have to look in the... Why can't we hear this? Why can we not hear this? So it's making it out of this transformer, the one I've been fiddling with. I'm putting a strong signal in, so you know even a lousy transformer is going to convey some of it over. It's getting to here. It's coming out. There's the plate. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pin number 6 is the plate. Just goes straight to the output tube. Tone control. There's something wrong with how I'm interpreting this. Because of the output of this. Maybe the input to here. Yeah, the input to this is controlled by the volume control. The output's wide open onto the... Okay, this is correct. Okay. Got my head in gear. Why are you not here? So we should listen to the grid on the output tube. That's pin number 8765. Pin number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's got 5 written right there for some reason. Pin number 5 on the output tube. Yeah, that's the grid. Okay, let's listen to that. Okay, the great big output tube is right up here. Oh my gosh, I'm going to get in there. Pin number 5. Should be easy to spot. Yeah, easy to spot. I cannot see. It's not going to work like that. Just I cannot see the little key here. So looking at this guy, getting it oriented. This is the tube here. I want to get on the G. There's the grid. Yeah, okay, grid. Right. Looking at this, it's tricky to see. Grid through this capacitor from the plate. There it is, right there. No doubt about it. Coming through to the grid. 8765, and the tube is oriented this way. So it should be easy to spot this. It should be easy to spot this. It's just aimed right back. How can I get it wrong? Right back to the capacitor C23. One of the ones I changed. Don't toss it so far away. Well, that's this green one here. Why are we not hearing this? No, that's not the grid of the power tube. Jim, come on. See, I'm getting too excited here. Excited to know that transformer is transforming. Bit of a relief. Look again. Oh, it's the same arrangement, kind of, as the other two. No wonder I get mixed up. Right here. Nobody's home. Hear it there. Nobody home here. Some other problem. It's some other problem here. Let's get a closer look at the situation. My crane camera is not craning. What the heck happened to it? There it goes. I'm just losing my strength here in old age. That's what it is. Not strong enough to move the light anymore. Okay, let's take a look with this camera and we will see what we can see in there. What can we see in there? So I'm just going to bring on manual focus control here, or we're going to be driven nuts. Just give me 1 second. Okay, here we are. So dead center is the detector tube, first audio amplifier tube we're looking at. And I'll just show you, you can listen, you can hear the sounds when this works. Starting from the sending side of the second IF. Then there's a resistor. There's DC there, you heard that click, that pop. I'll go over here again. Recharge it the other way and back. So I know there's DC on this thing, but ain't no signal showing up at all. So we need to investigate the circuit here, not just what I've done inside the radio, but how's it actually supposed to work? How is it supposed to work? I'm sure it is supposed to work. Let's just take a look here. Let's see what we're looking at. So this is the tube. The resistor is coming from the coil. It ain't no resistor coming from the coil. So what's going on here? So this is terminal F on the second IF. And you've got a big resistor in there. What resistor is that that's in there? That guy? Something's wrong. Ah, okay. Looking back in there again. So the resistor is that one. And what is that I put in there? It's me who put it in there. I can't even see it myself. Brown, yellow, green, black, yellow is what that is. Green, black, yellow. So that's 500,000. It's not going from the pin I thought. It's going from, what would be All the terminals in there are labeled. I can see them. I can only see an E right now. Oh. D in the corner. D, 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 terminal D. There it is. There's the resistor, 22K. Now this one is R10 and R8. They were the two that were installed tight to this. R8. What happened to R10? There's R10. So R10 and R8 are just right on this thing. And they were these values. So what's this other one? 500,000. What did I do? There's a 10 million out here, but that's not hooked up to any of these. Okay, run through each terminal. Here we are, 10,000. Maybe this is it. Off this terminal. No. R9. Look at the picture. Maybe the picture will tell me. Look at the picture. The picture shows, here's a resistor, R15. Okay, so it's R15. R15. R9, where's 15? R15. Well, yeah, 500,000, way over here. Way over here is the same as right on that terminal. And way over here, the other side is connecting to a spot. Oh no, it's connecting right back to the plate connection here. Wow. Okay. That's pretty circuitous, isn't it? Right off this terminal, on the schematic it's a lot of wire, but there's no wire in fact. The other side right back onto this terminal. So it basically goes from D to plate. 500,000. Plate of the triode. $500,000. Plate of the diode. Plate of the triode. Did I say diode? You know, if you watch enough of my videos, you know better than to listen to anything I say. I don't even listen to half the stuff I say. I really don't. Stuff comes out of my mouth. I'm doubting it even as I'm saying it. It may not sound like it when you're listening, but I doubt everything. Doubt it all. The more, as life goes on, the more I search for certainty in life, and I'm searching for it in places like physics and things like that, you know, scientific investigations into the root of things. The further that goes, the more the question marks come up. I watched a video yesterday on mass, you know, weight of things in gravity, mass, you know, that physical thing, mass. At the end of it, I realized even the concept of mass is not well understood. Oh my gosh. Nothing is known, so I should be comfortable as a human being admitting that everything I've got in my head is nothing but a soggy sponge. Okay. Now, I'll finish the speech. So I'm just eyeballing that resistor very carefully. And does it really go to the right spot? It goes to a terminal with the capacitors spreading out. That's just what it showed us here on this schematic. It goes to a spot with resistors and capacitors, but it also ties to the plate, and the plate is 1, 2, 3 back. If I count 3 back on that, it's 1, 2, it's 3. It is correct. So what's going on with the resistor now? So that is green, black, yellow. That's 50. That's 50. With the yellow makes it 500,000. Makes it correct. Okay, so how come no signal on the other side? Okay, no signal on the other side means something is grounded or shorted potentially. And so this guy becomes a real quick target right there. If he's shorted, tain't no... If he's shorted, there's no B plus on this too. Well, look, well, this radio's on all this time too. Holy smokes, man! Stay awake. Let's look for B plus on the plate. B plus on the plate. Theory being, I'll use this meter here. Short on the plate circuit, but didn't I prove that can't be because we saw the plate voltage remain after the set was turned off for a few minutes. See, just I love it when nothing adds up. Nothing is adding up again. Okay, first. Is there really B plus in this radio? I can find over here. Whoop, 1,000. That seems low. That's measured high before. That suggests a short. Plate is here. So 0 on this side. Hey, how's that happen? Because I'm not reading these coils correctly. Is that what's going on? No. This is a coil. This is a coil. We got B plus here. And we got virtually nothing on the other side. We got nothing. Ooh. Okay. How does that happen? Only if the other side is hard to ground. How would that be? How would that happen? How would it happen? Because I see it. This, I think I see it. This terminal is grounded. There's a little wire under there. It's just really impossible to see. But there's a whole series of grounded terminals here, all being utilized as ground points. So this, and the next one, this. But that's got the output of this on it, grounded. What? What is going on? Let's start with the wiring one here. What is going on? This is the mistake. I'm finding another mistake here. So we're looking at a green wire that goes from here. Doesn't go there. What? It does go there. It does go there. It goes exactly there. It goes exactly here. It's a green wire. So B plus here. This resistor, we find B plus here and a 0 on the other side. 0 on the plate of this tube. Those are really quite a separate deal here. But there's a ground wire. You can kind of see it on this diagram. How's this coming across? Terrible, isn't it? So this terminal, this one, this one, this one, they're all shorted together and then brought down to a terminal here. I can see this wire. It looks like it's bumping into this terminal. It looks like it's going right through it. Or is that just a little wire tail? You know what? It's just a little wire tail. It's not going anywhere. It's not a problem. Oh my God, what's going on? What is going on? So, you know, some of you would be yelling at this point, open transformer here. You know, that's the last conclusion you want to get to. That's the last one. I will not start thinking that until I have no alternative, which I'm almost there, in fact. You see B plus, oh, you know what? I am looking at these coils wrong. What a dork. that's a plate wire. Plate wire. So that's conveying plate voltage here through this blue. So I should find it here. Yeah, I just got myself all turned around again. Let's unturn. Okay, so we should find B plus here. And we should find it here. Good. So this is the secondary side. Well, you don't expect to find any high voltage there. So primary side. I still got a bad connection up there. Is that what that was? I thought I checked the living daylights out of this thing. No, there's a loose wire. Okay, that's done. I'm just going to solder that wire back again. Oh my gosh, how many times? Okay, I just put a little more solder on it there. This time I had a really good view of it. I think maybe what's happened is the last few times I've tried soldering up in there, I really haven't had a good view of it. Let's see what we got here. She's solid this time. Okay, I'm pretty sure now. So that was 2 bad solder connections in there that have been causing trouble. I think are gone now. Okay, power on again. So I'm going to disconnect the signal generator. I'm going to make sure the volumes are down. I'll leave the volume down. Get this out of the way now. Okay. Okay, radio. Once again, maybe the can here is just so whacked out we can't hear anything. Let's start with this. Okay, nice clicking. Wonderful. Let's feed the IF signal in there. Let's just go with the plan here. IF signal's fairly high. I don't hear a thing. Definitely turned up. We're not on full voltage. Let's go full voltage. Okay. That's what's going in. Here. Nobody home. Okay, so secondary side. That's the grounded side of the secondary coil. There we are. Signal coming out of the secondary side, heading for the next tube. Coming out on, wait a minute. Here. Beautiful. And going over here. So it's onto the grid of the... Now this goes to the diodes and gets rectified at this point. So the picture kind of changes after this too. So I've got it RF monitoring. The thing is turning into audio here. So when I went looking for the output, I was looking for it, I was making a mistake in the test. I just switch to audio. No. Switch to audio and then hunt around. We'll hunt around the volume control, but the volume control is hooked up to the speaker. Why do we not hear this? I've just done something really stupid here, I'm sure. Well, grid of the power tube, the output tube. Grid, once again, look at that, it's on the other side of this. other side of this great big resistor. Signal should be coming through. Plate, one capacitor, and grid. Plate, plate is a number. On this tube it's 1, 2, 3, it's 876. Pin 6. It's in 6. Has the resistor hooked up to it. Yes, it does. 6. Audio. Looking for audio on 6. Let's do that. Let's switch the audio over here. Audio. Now, what am I doing? Oh my God. Audio coming out on 6. Can we hear audio on 6? Short answer is no. So that's going over to the grid. There's the grid right there. Coming back through this capacitor connected to the plate. So that big yellow capacitor is the one that is conveying the audio over this one here. There's no audio. There's no audio. Well, where is it? There's no audio now. Is that because there's no signal to rectify? No, because there's lots of signal. I can reach the pin on the detector tube that actually has the diode on it that is being used. This one is grounded right out and the other one is being used, the other diode plate. And that is DP number 1, diode plate number 1 is what that stands for, and it's on F. So F, we should hear, well I've listened to F, I've listened to F and D, F and D, F and D. Okay, so F is, which one is F? Using this as a guide here. F top corner. So that's looking for audio. If we want to listen to the radio, loads of radio signal on F. Loads of radio signal on F. F follows the green wire to, there it is, DP number 1. And it's on that terminal. It's a bad tube. So that's not on the wire, that's right on the terminal metal itself. Actually, I'll go right on the pin of the tube here. So that's what's on the diode. One side, that's what's going into the diode, so to speak, and then coming back out, so to speak. Don't speak that way. We'll be building up audio across here. What's going on? So audio, I thought was the top of the volume control may not have been. May not have been. I may have got on the wrong piece of wire here. Right off of. Yeah. May not have been hooked up to the right spot here. I was hooked up to the point where these, yeah, right on the right spot. Dead on. That's the spot. So this spot, and then there's a shielded cable comes down here. And that's the shielded cable there. Okay. Okay, so let's see. My brain is getting a little mushy here now. So we've found the signal properly getting past the IF transformer, showing up on the diodes of the 6SQ7. Okay, we'll just keep going. Let's find audio across here. D. So audio at D. Audio at D. Audio at D. D, just to be sure, using the diagram here, D. Should hear audio here. Wow, don't fall over. Nothing there. So there is no audio anywhere. Was there? Was there ever? So simple. This really shouldn't be. Really shouldn't be this difficult. Bad S6Q7 diodes that were bad. I think when I tested the tube, I did not test the diodes. I just went ahead and tested the amplifier. Maybe I put a bad 6SQ7 in there. Wouldn't that be a sad situation? So the number is the number of the tube. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's what that little number is there. I think I discovered all this previously. Plate voltage on the 6SQ7. If I'm going over things, you know, multiple times, well, so be it. But, I need a voltmeter. Here we are. Just fantastic day outside. It's Canada Day today. Canada Day is a big celebration in Canada, as you could imagine. Fireworks, every municipality's doing stuff. My town's got big stuff going on down at the waterfront, and tonight will be fantastic fireworks. I'll be able to sit on my deck and watch them from my house while my cats cower. Okay, B+. B+ on the 6SQ7. B+ on the 6SQ7. Once again, just being super careful. 6SQ7. B+ should be here. Should be there. Hey. No, this terminal is hard to ground. What? 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 No, not. I got fooled again by I got fooled. Fool me once, shame on. Fool me, can't fool me again. Okay, that's the way it is. Shouldn't be any voltage there, I don't think. Wow, this is just you know, flipping between the circuit diagram, the circuit, and the schematic is a bit of a head strainer for me. So we have a powerful RF signal here. It's showing up on the pin of this tube, but then it should be detected or rectified, and then because it's out of balance, you can recover, because you've lopped off half the signal, you can recover the other half. It's out of balance by the audio signal. Kind of a way of looking at it. So then the audio should be audible, well, on the grid of this same tube. And how is it getting to the grid? How does it get to the grid? It gets to the grid from the volume control through this capacitor. How does it get to the volume control? Ooh. Gets to it through this. Here it disappears up into the upper echelons of the radio, up to the push button set. Gets there from here. How does it get to here? This is just a terminal point. It gets to here. Oh my gosh, I don't know. How does it get to there? I should come all the way back to here. What for? Just to make use of this terminal? No, this doesn't make sense. But this is the audio coming here. R10 and R8. What are you guys up to exactly? So R10, here's R8, and R10. So R10 is just in line with the output of the diode. Yeah. R10, 22K. Wrong thing. We are on audio. Oh. I heard it there. I heard it. I can barely hear it. It's there. Okay, I'm going to change the tube. We're going to test that tube. I am going to break down in tears. Let's do that. Okay. JK-66 JX 6.3 right. So if I remember right, I tested the triode but nothing else. Maybe that was a dumb move. Let's see. Okay, so the triode tests P4 should go above 470. Should go above the P there. So that's good. Yeah. What about the rest of the two? So JX 0503. 0503. 0503 with 6 out here. 11 0 on the English. P1. English. Press P1 for diode test. So it's above the diode. Okay. Now this tube is only operating with only one of the two diodes in it is being used. I don't know which one offhand. Change this to 5 to 4. Everything else the same. P1. Look at that. Darn it. Okay, so the tube is fine. Tube is fine. That's just another dead end situation here. Oh my gosh, come on. Come on. How can you be like this? How can you be like this? How can you have a signal at the plate that's not being rectified to produce the audio? Why? Why would that be? So, once again, very powerful RF right there at point F going onto the diode. Maybe we got to look at this on the scope, see what it looks like. I'm not sure how that would help really. No audio, just the sound of my voice. Grid, follow it back, top of the volume, follow it back. This is where things are plugged in. Why don't we follow that back, and we just really have nothing starting right here at D. D should produce good audio. D or the other side of the 22K. Either side of this 22K resistor should produce good audio. Let's just double check that. Let's just double check. Okay, so signal tracer on audio. 22K resistors easily seen. One side here, and the other side here. This side looks to me like it's grounded. It's one of those terminals solidly grounded on the second IF. Solidly grounded. Grounded through this capacitor. Well, you wouldn't solidly ground that point. You wouldn't solidly ground any of these points. Well, what am I seeing there? I'm seeing, no, it's not solidly grounded unless it's by accident under there. There's underneath this big capacitor is a small capacitor. So is there a hidden ground that I've got something hidden away here? I don't want to stick my fingers in there. Is it possible? Just looking all the parts over as carefully as I can here. You know what, there's an angle here I'm having trouble seeing. Yeah, let me use the camera. Let's use the camera. An angle. It's kind of like that. What am I seeing there now? God, that looks horrible on this camera. Good thing my vision isn't as good as the camera here. I'd be horrified by all the things I do. So I know where I'm looking, and I don't see a short circuit there. Accidental grounding. Well, grounded via capacitor. It's all there. Looking way over here, something non-conductive. Okay, so I'm looking right up in here now. So if there's a short and I break it, it could be a pretty loud affair. Right up in here. knows what's hidden under there. Okay, I gotta turn the power. Oh, power's not on. What am I listening? Hey! Have I been testing this radio with no power? Boy, it's definitely time for me to stop. Okay, so I can get it right in there and take a look. Oh. Something went click. It looks like it's clear through there. The click usually means the solder has come free. Yeah, it's come free again. Son of a gun, man. Okay, so I gotta fix this once again. And no short in there, just bad connection from here. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Should have done that a little differently, I think. Oh, all the wires just came off. So this is really not. I'm just going to have endless trouble with this, maybe. You know what? It just came right off. Okay, I got to do something a lot more serious with this connection, or I'm going to have never-ending headaches with it. This is what happens when you cut the wires or put them back on crumbly. Okay, let me work on this and solve this once and for all. Okay, let's see if this helps. That doesn't. I don't know. I don't like it. It looks like the one wire is simply being held by nothing more than solder. Nothing more than solder. Solid. Well, you know, that's pretty solid. I think we can. Pretty sure that's good. Now, is it shorted there? I don't think so, but and the answer is no. There's no short hidden from view there. Okay. That's what I say. I say, okay. The radio will now work because I deem it so. This is the power of my deeming. So we're ready on the B+ measurement if we want to make one. And get that. would be the AVC voltage, wasn't it? I'm just going to pick this up. Let's leave this out of the picture until we have the radio working. This guy can come off. Should just be an ordinary radio sitting here. There we go, ordinary radio. It's a little something there, but I wouldn't declare that a radio. Let's see what. Okay, that's good. Why nothing else? So we will now feed in the IF. Bearing in mind this transformer may be a stopper. If it's a stopper, we won't be able to hear. Just getting it close. Yeah, powerful signal up here. Right where you would expect it. Right on pin F. So pin F conveys its signal on this green wire here. So it's just a whopping signal onto that tube. Where's the beef, for crying out loud? Okay, so we'll switch now again to audio. This is just ridiculous. We're on audio. We are listening. So the audio should be present here, right here. That's feedback. So zero audio, he says, in a declarative tone. It's definitely on AM. Definitely on audio. Oh my God. So we're just unable to get audio coming out of this tube. We're just unable. It's just not, we don't have the ability to do it. Plate voltage on this tube. Once again, check again. Let's check once again. Plate voltage. Plate is 1, 2, 3. It's a 876, pin 6. Okay, pin 6. I'm pretty sure I see it there. 80, 90 volts. Hey, we can hear that coming out of the speaker. Capacitor installed incorrectly. I installed 2 capacitors here. Did I install them incorrectly? So there's a ground terminal here. Both capacitors go to ground. One coming from here. Oh, what was that extra loud sound there? I think I shorted it against this cable here. Shouldn't hear this. Oh! I didn't short anything that time. So I think I got the volume full, so if this thing ever came to life, oh my gosh, I'd be blown right out of here. More monkey business to check. Check all the connections up in this area, see if there isn't something amiss. Better be. Okay, act of desperation, I'm going to put in the old tube. So we still have the IF signal. I'm going to remove that. Everything else now is just a normal radio sitting here. Yeah, normal. Okay, here we go. This starts working. I don't know what to think. No. No, it's not going to work. Set to AM. We should be hearing lots of noise and stuff. We hear nothing. Okay, we'll inject the signal. Something is just completely killing the signal here. Let's just trace it again. Let's go again. Switch to RF. I mean, it's just pouring out of this area here. You can't get more signal there. Too much signal? Nah, really? No. Can't be the case. Okay, so the signal makes it over to this tube by traveling from here through that push button set. Is that right? It travels, let's just see if that's absolutely, I got it absolutely right. It travels from off of this coil right here. It does travel down through the... Is this guy giving me trouble? So we should find, well, no, because we can't find any audio here at all. We can't find any audio to make it down here and make it back around. Can we? So audio either side of the 22. Done this again and again. That's just what happens when you get desperate. You start just repeating things. But you know, could have been a boob up in there somewhere. We'll be looking for audio. Audio here. See, there's a little weeny bit. You know what? There was a little bit there and it went away. This happened last time. This happened last time. Oh! That's cool. What's the action? The wire's not connected. Another bad wire connection here. Boy. Okay. Let me see if I can fix that. I just knocked it right off. Pop. I figured I'd be outside by now. Okay. Let's see if we can do this. Well, probably did a bad job the first time around because I couldn't see clearly what I was doing. I can see clearly now. Don't knock the radio over. There we go. We got melted solder. Oh, okay. A little bit of a twisted back there. Oh, let's tug on it. Okay, something's holding on to it. Mr. Radio. Volume down, tone off, power on. going to hear it this time. Volume up. Come on. Come on. Come on. Okay, so it could be the tuning. It's so bad with that IF transformer. On the other hand. Okay, so it's a 450 kilohertz signal coming here with a fair bit of strength. It should be able to ram its way through. We hear it all the time over here. Do we not? We're on audio here. Let's go back to RF. RF coming right here. Oh yeah. Ton of RF getting to this guy here. Wonderful. That's the diode. Back to audio. Why can't we hear this? Audio should be coming out. I should be able to hear it. Let me just grab the volume here. Here. That's what we hear. Nothing. Here. The same nothing. How can that be? Right on the diode here. Shouldn't we hear the audio here? Wow. How do we get into these fixes? That's by fooling around with these radios. I'm sitting right on top of it. I got the old 6SQ in there. Nothing. How can there be nothing? How can there be nothing? We're beating this radio up with a powerful RF signal coming through the IF, showing up right on the diode terminal of the tube. Right on the diode terminal of the tube. It's right there. It's right on the end of the green wire. This is audio. How many times are we going to do this? Nobody home. RF. Whopper signal. Right on the diode. And you're not supposed to pick up the audio should be apparent on the plate at that point. Should also be RF on the plate at this point. Pretty sure. Let's go there. Almost nothing. So what's wrong with the plate here? A schmozzle of connections. Is one of them cold? think so. Volume is full. Let's just watch out now. You know what? There's an orange capacitor up here somebody else put in. There's some funny business over here. Let's get the close-up camera on it. Some funny business right up in there. So, let's see. Funny business, eh? Could there be a short in there? Need a little more light. Let's take a look here. Radio's on, Jim. Let me turn it off. I don't need it on for this. So this yellow capacitor you see should be conveying the audio signal. There's no signal on it. It's solid. And I see two wires underneath there. One an insulated wire. What's that other one? What's that other bare one doing? Underneath here. Oh, there's a resistor up under there. Can't see it behind this big capacitor. See everything a lot clearer. So what's that orange capacitor doing there? So it's right up in this area here. C22 from the plate and C23 from the plate to the grid. So this terminal is nothing but this blank, see, on the schematic. So this is just a place to hook up stuff. So where's it really going? It's going way the heck over to here. Tone control. Tone control switch. No. It's into the tone control. Tone control driving down the signal on the plate of the preamp tube here, detector tube. Driving down the treble. Sucking down the treble. The actual signal comes off the plate where we can't hear it, heads over. So we can't hear it here. If we can't hear it here, there's no way it's going to be heard there. What is going on? We have a powerful RF. Two different bad tubes, both testing good. No, that doesn't make sense either. So, cold, no, we're hearing nothing on the plate terminal here. Nothing on the plate. There's nothing on my plate. Please, sir. Give me more. Well, I don't know. I'm stuck. I am totally stuck. The sun is shining. My cats are happy outside. I'm going to go outside. I'm going to stop at this point. I don't know what's going on. Oh my. Okay, well, maybe you know what's going on. I sure as heck don't. So that'll leave me something to do tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a rainy day too. I got to get out and enjoy the sunshine. So thanks a lot for watching. I know these are crazy videos. I'm stuck once again, but pressing on. That's what I'm going to do. See you and enjoy your day.